Alright guys, welcome back to another special show we have today. And this is an article I saw today on Valorant. It's from Forbes, it's very good. Subscribe for more Valorant content, it helps me out a lot. But basically they said there's gonna be no market, no tradable items, no skins in the game. And I'm gonna be reading that article, and a lot of people think that's terrible, that's terrible. No, it's actually pretty good for Valorant console and Valorant itself. I'm gonna be explaining in this video why. Anyway, if we go over here, I have to pause this, but Riot Games confirms skin trading will not be coming to Valorant. I also wanted to give my own opinions on this. So Riot Games has announced that skin trading, you know how in CSGO skin trading was basically huge because of the unboxing things, and it basically supported gambling. So if there was skin trading in Valorant, surely there would be a gambling site and stuff like that. But skin trading is a huge market right now where it basically revived CSGO in a form of a way, or it boosted its player base by at least 10x. Anyway, a future seen in many similar games will not be coming to Valorant at any point in the future, with the development team focusing on creating a strong offering of high quality skins fans can purchase directly. Since the launch of Valorant a few weeks ago, many players have complained about the pricing of skins, which I have as well. I have a video on that, with some bundles costing upwards of $70. While the other games have skins of this value or higher, they typically have skin trading functionality where supply and demand can set the price. So we have CSGO, we have RuneScape. RuneScape has like gold instead, but it's pretty similar. So CSGO, Team Fortress 2, Dota, anything like that. The most common example is probably CSGO in my honest opinion. However, Joe Lee, revenue lead for Valorant Riot Games, confirmed to me in an interview earlier today that skin trading will not be coming to Valorant at any point in the future. Is that a good choice? I'm going to be explaining you why and why it's not. For skin trading, no, it will not come out to Valorant, said Lee during the interview. I think skin trading works in either other game economics when the only method of acquiring content is through loot boxes. Drop rates and loot box supply can be tuned by the developer, which then impacts the supply and demand for a product, which is definitely real. Just look at Dragon Lore in CSGO, a few $1,000s just like that. For us, we primarily support a direct purchase store model, meaning if you see something you want, we want you to be able to reconsider the product and purchase as a known quantity. So they will have the same system as Fortnite, is that correct? In terms of gaining revenue, that's a great thing, to be honest. So no randomness, no consideration for aftermarket speculation. If you like it, we hope you'll consider it worthwhile. If you don't, we'd love to hear that so we can improve our content. But they will probably never add trading anyway, even if you write, a support letter and say, well, this is so terrible, I want to gamble in Valorant. Skins in Valorant are designed to be meaningful representations of a player, where they wanted to say I was there using an exclusive skin from an early battle pass, or they've managed to get a time-limited skin from the store. Having a secondary market introduces a lot of complexity around, which definitely means true. So if you have like a market, like in CSGO, you have a lot of new people to hire, new people to, regulate the market, a lot of things to consider, not just the game itself. While in Fortnite, when they introduce skins, bam, there's a cosmetic, you can buy it for $10. Bam, we earned $10 from, Epic Games side when they made Fortnite. Same will be in Valorant. This means if you want a skin in Valorant, you're gonna have to buy it in the in-game store with Valorant points, which costs real money, or unlock it through Battle Pass. Well, some skins through Battle Pass. Which community hubs such as Valorant subreddit has been vocal about the high prices of skins. Many players have already spent money on these items. So I myself also see a lot of these players complaining, but the big whales that spent probably spent at least $200 on Valorant points already, they don't seem to care. They will buy these skins even if it's 4 skins for $71. We're currently happy with the value offerings we have across the gun skin bundles, blah blah blah. I'd also re-highlight the Battle Pass as being the best way for anyone to get a number of high quality gun skins for a much lower price. So you pay $10, you get shit ton of skins, you grind a little. I think that's a great thing. Focus on providing options for personalization that are consumer focused and clear on value. For all our offerings, we want the value to be clear and apparent, and for the players to feel the price tag we have placed on the item is reflective of the value they got for purchasing it. We're always looking at feedback and welcoming our thoughts and prayers, analyzing how to ensure we deliver, So important to know that skins will always be optional cosmetics that will never provide a gameplay advantage, which is totally normal, just like in Fortnite, right? To make this more easier and simple. So I guess a few things we can note here is this is actually great for Valorant console. Because Valorant console on one way wouldn't allow, so consoles, both Sony and Xbox, wouldn't allow something like Steam to be in full effect. And why is that? So why wouldn't that work? Just look at CSGO. Would CSGO on console, you know? So let's see how Valve could convince, you know, Sony and Xbox to install Steam on their consoles. So let's say you need to use CSGO skins and whatever, you will need Steam. There's no other way there. You can't do it. You can't trade on the PlayStation Store or whatever. So you will need Steam. And if they're gonna have Steam and trading and everything, they're also gonna have Steam games. And Steam games are actually like a sort of a competitor against, you know, PS Store and Microsoft Store. And why would you get competitors into your store? I think that's retarded, right? So you kind of can't have trading any other way unless you have some stupid integration or whatever. And Valorant would have the same thing. So Valorant, on one example, yeah, it doesn't have, you know, Riot would also need to have some sort of its own app or integration to actually trade on this market. So it would actually need an app just like Netflix or YouTube. You can't trade just, you know, unless they would make it in-game, which could be potentially possible, but then again the market would be much smaller, just because in CSGO you can actually integrate it to trade it, you know, with bots or whatever. There would be, if Valorant would integrate sort of a marketplace, not for skin, yeah, for skins with a supply and demand, that would mean there would be gambling sites, that would mean there would be betting sites, that would mean there would be skin trading sites, and that would be crazy, to be honest. But in the end of the day, if they want to release it on console, you know, they would still need it on, you know, an app, and this just won't happen. This just won't happen. This is not good for Sony or Xbox. So I'm guessing Valorant console is a huge thing right now. And to think about it, I think this is actually great news. That's just another reason why it will release the console. So if you listen carefully, they don't have, you know, any complexity or some sort of form. All they have to do is sign a little contract like that, and bam, Valorant is on the store right now. It's gonna be free. People are gonna be playing shit ton of it, if you get what I mean. Like, it's so simple and easy, and I can't believe people don't actually think of that. All they have to do is just, you know, like sign with Sony, sign with Microsoft and whatever. You know, a contract. They already have the game ready, or prototyping it. I'm guessing it will come out. If you're investing money into something, why would you just abandon it and say, oh, you can't play, you know, Valorant on the platforms? It's so stupid. But let's say they would have to have this would just make implications, and Sony could just say a big fat no, and that's what would potentially happen. So I think no trading is actually a great idea. And the thing with trading that also happens is, well, with trading, you know what pops up like money. So with money, there's also a lot of scammers over here. So given a clear example, with trading, you get so many scammers, you get so many scam sites. There's completely different demographic as Fortnite. So for CSGO, it's kind of similar, but against Fortnite, it's like 13-year-olds versus, like, I'd say the average age around Fortnite is like between 20 and 21. So the thing here is, Fortnite had a lot of scammers. Yeah, it had a lot of pages and stuff like that with mostly scammers. So that's another great thing, in my honest opinion. And I think this says it enough. This is just another reason why it will release the console. It's super easy for them. It's really simple steps. Well, it's not easy because they have a lot of things to improve on for Valorant console. But hey, you know, content creators out there will be producing content for Valorant console and for PC and whatever, and I think that's a great reason why they should make it. Yeah. Anyway, I have more Valorant videos on my channel, and thank you for watching this one. And anyway, this fan, sign out. Here we go. Peace, guys.